What's poppin', all stars? Welcome back to my channel. It's Damn She Jamaican, your biggest and brightest shining star. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Saturn in Libra / Saturn in the 7th house. Let's get it. Alright, so jumping straight into this video, I'm just going to talk about what Saturn represents in the birth chart and then jump straight into these placements. Saturn represents boundaries, restrictions, limitations, tests, ambitions, or work ethic, drive, how we endure things, stability. It represents career, it represents limitations, and yeah. So if you have Saturn in Libra, Saturn is considered exalted in this placement, which means that Saturn's energy works very well in this placement. So if you have Saturn in Libra, you're the type of person that's very diplomatic, and you're the type of person that knows how to weigh out the pros and cons of situations. You're also the type of person that likes to be partnered up or paired when it comes to business and friendships. You do very well, and you learn a lot of your lessons in life through relationships and relating to others. Saturn and Libra people are people that are very helpful, and they also like to seek advice from people and also give advice. These are the type of people that have very good outcomes when it comes to business relationships or business situationships, because they know how to work well with other people and they know how to make something happen. So the reason why Saturn is good in the sign of Libra is because Libra likes to see balance, and Saturn likes to effectively get the job done. So when it's in an intellectual sign of Libra, Saturn feels very well here, because Saturn gets to be hardworking and it gets to show up every day and put in its best effort in order to help other people. Saturn in Libra can be a very indecisive energy because they're constantly looking at both sides of things. So that's one thing to keep in consideration when it comes to having Saturn in Libra. So these people also very much appreciate a social life, and they need a social life in order to succeed in their business. And this is what helps them to be very good, because these people could be very good at marketing. They know how to get their ideas and their vision out there to other people, and they know how to connect with other people to further their ambitions. So that's a very good thing about having Saturn in Libra, is these people know how to work with other people in order to achieve what it is that they want. Because like I always say, when it comes to this placement, teamwork makes the dream work. So Saturn really loves that, because Saturn in Libra loves working with other people, and Saturn needs that. That's why it's exalted in this placement, because whatever you do in life, especially when it comes to ambition and career and stuff, it's usually beneficial when you have help from other people. Another thing about Saturn in Libra is that these people love relationships, and they take relationships very seriously. These are the type of people that they don't necessarily like to jump too fast into getting into relationships like a regular Libra placement would be. These are more people that like to weigh out the options. These are the type of people that like to get into relationships that have some kind of intent. They don't want to just date a bunch of people and have frivolous interactions with people. They really want something sustaining. So a lot of Saturn and Libra people could be married, or they just really value the commitment of marriage. They value the stability of marriage. Saturn and Libra, they definitely put a lot of serious they take relationships. Saturn and Libra people take relationships very seriously, and they'll do whatever it takes to see through that relationship. So when it comes to problems in the relationships, relating to others in the relationship that they have, their Saturn is going to force them to work it out. Like I said, Saturn in Libra represents seeing both sides of what's going on. So if you have a relationship, if you have Saturn in Libra, or you're dating someone with Saturn in Libra, don't take them for granted, because these are the type of people that can give you the benefit of the doubt. Like if you cheat on them, they'll work it out somehow. Like they'll find a way to still stay in the relationship. So just because you know that, and just because you have this placement, don't let people abuse that. Don't be so diplomatic and, you know, wanting to care so much about other people that you neglect yourself. So that's one thing just to keep in mind about Saturn in Libra. One thing, Saturn in Libra, it could get very hard and chaotic when they can't find balance, when a situation's out of their control and they don't really know how to, you know, stabilize a situation from their standpoint. Yeah, so these people definitely don't like when situations are out of their control, because like I said, they like to seek balance. Okay, so if you have Saturn in the 7th house, so the 7th house is a house of partnerships, whether that's friendships, romantic relationships, or business. Saturn does very well in this placement when it comes to career, friendships, and relationships, because you're the type of person that builds stability in a relationship and people can lean on you and depend on you. You're the type of person that's very diplomatic as well, meaning that you're the type of person that sees both sides of things, and you're able to implement your opinions and listen to the opinions of others in order to make a relationship, friendship, or business partnership work. So that's one thing with Saturn in the 7th house. Saturn does represent limitations, so you may notice that you put in a lot of hard work in order to achieve success when it comes to any type of relationship you may have. But ultimately that's a good thing. So having Saturn in the 7th house, you can notice that you take relationships very seriously. And relationships could just be something very karmic for you. Like, your relationships could definitely play out into your life as something that is very, very important, and something that, you know, can take you. Your relationships can play out very karmic in your life. So just keep aware of that, meaning that you can have good situations that come from the relationships you keep, or bad situations that come from the relationship you keep. But nevertheless, these relationships that you have in your life are here to teach you lessons in that area of life, which is the 7th house. So partnerships with people is going to be very important, and it's going to teach you a lot. Another thing with having Saturn in the 7th house is you could be the type of person that really wants to be married or want to be in a marriage, and you may find that having Saturn in the 7th house, that these things don't come as easily, and they may take a long time for it to come. So Saturn in the 7th house, people could just take relationships very seriously to the point where they do want a stable, committed relationship. But because of this Libra energy in the sign of Saturn, it kind of makes you a little bit indecisive, or just overly thinking about the people that you're involved in, you know, and making sure that it's the right decision. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I know some people just jump into marriages just for the sake of love or because of circumstances. And so having Saturn in the 7th house, you're going to be the type of person that it manifests to where you do take partnerships very seriously. And because of that, you may end up dating people that are much older than you, or people that are more mature than you, or it just may manifest as you not getting married or not having that serious relationship when you want. So the Saturn in the 7th house placement, I noticed that these people, you know, they get married later on in life, or they may have kids later on in life, you know, just anything that deals with partnerships, business, and stuff like that. They may work very hard to achieve these things. So it's like these things could always be in the back of their mind that they want, but they work hard so that they can get to that goal, which is the stable partnership. All right, so that's pretty much all I have to say about Saturn in Libra / Saturn in the 7th house. I hope you truly enjoyed this video. If you want to see blog versions of my astrology videos, please go ahead and subscribe to my Patreon. Don't forget to like the video and comment down below and let me know what you think of this placement. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so for more videos like this. I hope this was helpful. If you need a birth chart reading, please go ahead and email me directly, and I would love to get that to you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Mwah. Peace.